Spoiler warning. If you haven't seen Secrets of the Magic Pool yet, I beg you, and you beg you, pun intended, to go watch the full play first so that you can enjoy that and this to its full extent. Now on with the video. One of Mark W. Sasse's last original full-length plays at Penang Pack, The Secrets of the Magic Pool, told a unique fairy tale-esque story and is perfectly casted. Not to brag or anything, but the characters that we all know and love were almost played by someone else. I mean, 4 different people auditioned for the Witch and 4 for Cain, not to mention 7 for Sophiel. In fact, some of these someone else's actually ended up in the cast of the play as a different character. As some of you already know, I played Atticus, the bread boy, in this 2016 play. May I add that there were 6 possible Addy-Afriel combinations in the audition schedule, and since I brought it up, there were also 6 possible Casimir-Pearl combinations, but I'm getting ahead of myself. As I was looking through all of my old sent emails one day, because that's what I do in my free time, I came across the old audition sign-up sheet and found out some fascinating facts about all of the cast, and how some of them actually got called back to audition for different characters after their initial audition. So without further ado, here are 7 fascinating callbacks in Secrets of the Magic Pool. Number 1. Hinako Kawata. Kawata appeared in the flashback scene that begins Act 2. She runs in, clothed as a peasant, and utters the stunning reveal that connects the peasants of Kidron with the royalty of the play. But she almost ended up playing another youngin, originally auditioning for the role of Afriel, Addy's reciprocated love interest. After her performance in RLT Tales of Wonder the previous semester, especially as Tinsel in Tree Talk, it would have been interesting to see her approach to the bubbly character. Number 2. Jonathan Park. The start of his drama career, short-lived as it was, saw him playing Captain, the loyal companion that is to Prince Casimir as Maji is to Princess Pearl. Although in a true rags to riches story, Park had humble beginnings among the peasants of Kidron. He originally auditioned for the cobbler, father to Afriel and Sophiel, who, as an aside, was the most auditioned for character in the cast, desiring only to marry off all of his daughters and live a quiet life. I mean, we certainly wouldn't have expected a Scottish accent from him, but it's intriguing to theorize what he may have added to the character had he been cast for the role. Number 3. Christina Kim. She's no stranger to drama, having performed in Grandparents' War, A Tad of Trouble, Boardwalk Melody, and RLT for All Generations. So it was no surprise that she auditioned for a big role. The role she landed in this play was Maji, faithful and older companion to Princess Pearl. For many years, ready and able to watch over her and protect her from lofty thoughts, surprise visits from her true love, and
fireflies.
She really doesn't get this, does she?
Come on.
but someone nearly had to do all those things for her. Kim's audition saw her as a potential candidate for the perfectly precious part of Princess Pearl. No doubt in my mind that she would have made a vital princess, but she absolutely brought Maji to life, and I, personally, wouldn't have had it any other way. Number 4. Karsten Ladner. Perhaps the second most surprising one on the list, most surprising coming later, because after his comedic roles in Grandparents' War and Boardwalk Melody, it seemed as if he was on a pattern of greatness playing such characters. He naturally took flawed characters and made them likable and charismatic, always making him fun to watch on stage. So it was a surprise to no one seeing him as the cobbler in this play, and a delight to everyone seeing him don a Scottish accent for the role. The cobbler is the comic relief to the peasant side of the story as he tries to marry off his troublesome daughters, but not to the callow pigeon boy that shows up at his house. He brought his classic acting style to the role, which makes it quite a shock to figure out that in the beginning he auditioned for a darker character. And I don't mean darker as in his role in Grandparents' War, I mean darker as in Cain. Seeing the charisma he would have brought to Cain as he tackled the role would have been an entirely different, but still delightful experience. But of course, we could never forget this line from Sam Hofer's Cain.
Woman! Woman in the pool! Show yourself! Woman! Woman! Woman!
Number 5. Seth Kelly. Remember how I said I played Addie in the play? Yeah, that was a callback too. Addy is the callow pigeon boy that sells bread to the peasant community of Kidron. At first, he really just wants Afriel, but soon enough, he sees a cause greater than himself and tries to prove to her father that he truly is a man. As a freshman in high school at the time, a younger role would have been much more suitable to me, but my audition actually saw me on the complete other side of the age spectrum. My audition was actually for the role of the blind beggar, but Sasse saw me more fit to play the role of Addy, and I am certainly not complaining. Number 6. Noel Tang. He started, and sadly ended, his high school career with a bang, playing Prince Casimir in this play and having impeccable chemistry with Princess Pearl. But had he gotten the role he originally auditioned for, his impeccable chemistry would have had to move to peasant romance. Indeed, Tang would have made up one half of the Addy-Afriel combo. As he was a senior, however, he was eventually cast for an older and arguably more mature character in the play, although he does have his fair share of naivety. I personally think he would have nailed the character of Addy, but his performance as the prince energized the audience, making it as impeccable as his chemistry with the princess. Before we get to the most surprising one of all, we mustn't forget some honorable mentions. Colleen Mims and Aria Kunawaradisai. These actors both auditioned for a big role, Mims for the baker and Kunawaradisai for the princess. But they ended up being more of background roles as the witches' the henchwomen in the beginning of the second act. They added great atmosphere to the dark scene even though they weren't on stage for long. Not to mention, Mims actually played an integral role as a part of the crew while she wasn't wearing her creepy costume. And the final callback, possibly the most surprising one of all. Number 7. Joel Froelich. Extensive discussion after our performances revealed the general public's favorite character of the play, the blind beggar. He was lovable, wise, funny, and epic the whole way through. And he brought the play and everyone in it together just by sitting there and talking to whoever passed by. As far as I know, everyone agreed that Froelich absolutely knocked this performance out of the park and brought the character to its full potential on stage. Interestingly though, this was actually the result of the actor making the best of a callback situation because he originally auditioned for the role of Cain. As mentioned earlier, many people auditioned for the role of Cain, and although Froelich's acting style would have meshed quite well with the role, I think that this play was perfectly casted, callbacks and all. Which pick surprised you? Which actors would you have liked to see in their auditioned role? Let me know in the comments and I'll see you all later. John Yellick out.